President Ruto is a Western puppet. That's why he had to show himself to the West, because the first time, the moment he entered office, the first thing he did was approve the LGBTQ law in Kenya. The second thing he did was to meet Bill Gates and even approved 10 million bags of GMO maize. The only reason that the maize was not brought to Kenya is because our MPs disapproved the bill in Parliament. Now, America is looking for somebody to help it invade Haiti. Haiti is one of the countries that fought tooth and nail to keep off slavery. And the country since then, because it was under the French, it was made to pay. It was made to pay for the benefits they got from slavery. Can you imagine what benefits did they get? Just like about 3 to 4 years ago, the president, duly elected, who was standing and defending the rights of the black civilians in Haiti, was shot dead. And now, the one ruling right now is a Western puppet like Ruto, who was imposed on the people by America and France. And because he doesn't want to lose power, because of the revolution that is happening, he's now calling, and America, France, are calling for African governments to come to Haiti and help them maintain the president that they imposed on the people. And Ruto is willing to send 1,000 Kenyan soldiers to Haiti to go and help the imposed president keep his presidency. You know why? Because the African people, wherever they are, they're blessed. There's always natural resources wherever they are. And the reason that the French and America don't want to leave Haiti alone, they don't want to leave Africa alone, is because of the natural resources. And they only look for one man out of all the millions of other people. They don't care what happens to them. They pay one man, protect his family, give him weapons, and assure him of continued support in his dictatorship, so that he can continue oppressing and unaliving those who stand against him. And that's what Ruto is supporting. Some of you, I see you get very excited whenever Ruto gives speeches, but Ruto is just very good at PR. He just has a very good speech writer. He can write, he can read those speeches, but his action, watch his action, guys. Before you celebrate Ruto, watch his actions. He comes from a place where people survive on farming and agriculture, so why would he want to order 10 million bags of GMO maize instead of empowering his own people to produce those maize in Kenya? Right now, there's a coup in Niger, and Ruto is still saying that he wants to assist. Obviously, that means by taking soldiers to attack the army in Niger that has done the coup. But what was the reason for the coup? It's because the president who was there was a puppet for the West. Niger supplies uranium to France. 1 out of 3 bulbs in France are powered by the uranium from Niger. But 98% of people from Niger do not have electricity, do not have water. And that is what Ruto is supporting. The other day, I watched him giving a speech in Saudi Arabia, and he was promising them that we have youth who can come and work for you. We have opportunities in Kenya, you can come and invest. But all of us know that our girls have been dying under ruthless employees in Saudi Arabia. He did not address that issue. Instead of promising that people are going to enslave in other countries, why can't he create opportunities at home? People go through so much sacrificing time to be with their children, time to be with family, to go out here and hustle, because African presidents have failed us. They don't create opportunities for us in Africa. The education that we go through in Africa is not sufficient enough to help us to compete internationally. So people have to be doing these jobs of being babysitters and nannies and caregivers and all these small jobs, even though you have studied all the way to masters, even though you have all your degree. It is no justice to the African child. African presidents have sold us out, and now it is 500 freaking years, generation after generation, one man who's powered by West is given police and weapons to keep oppressing their own people, and this has to stop. Enough is enough. Too much trauma the Africans have gone through, too much injustice. Can you imagine 500 years? And Ruto confesses to be a Christian, the same Christianity that was violently used to demonize African spirituality and confuse our people and just colonize their minds. They can't even think for themselves anymore. We sing songs like, "Take away the silver and the gold, but give me Jesus." They gave us an promise, and us, we had to exchange it with a tangible minerals. It's high time we wake up as African youth and stop being used to practice tribalism against each other. It's high time you, army and police in African countries, in the Caribbean, in the Pacific, to stop fighting the citizens of your countries. Don't do it. You have shed too much blood with those guns that you were given by the white man. Enough. Wake up, my people. Let us encourage intermarriage. Let us encourage unity. Let us refuse to be divided, because by divide and rule, they have been able to conquer over us for 500 freaking years. Our presidents capitalized on our division. Right now, Ruto is very excited because the Kikuyus are clapping for him just because they hate Raila. And now our country is going down in shambles because of that. Stop the tribalism, guys. We are one people. We are one African people. We need to wake up. The revolution is here. Wake up and join the army, and let's soldier on to liberate our race from 500 years of oppression and slavery and colonization. We can't afford to leave this world the way we found it and hand over the slavery to our children's children. No, we have to do better. Our generation have to be the change generation. Enough is enough. We have to start returning to the worship of African gods. Those are the only ones who can liberate us. We have to start honoring our ancestors. They went through so much, survived a lot, so that we could be here, living and breathing. We were supposed to be exterminated from the world according to how the plans they had, but our ancestors fought and fought and fought so that we could be here today. So please, let's do better for the sake of ourselves and for the sake of our children and for the sake of our future descendants.